fear the aimless. I don't wanna be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it. And I don't think I'll be fine if
Okay, and we're back. Hello, and welcome back. Take 2. Tadaima. Okay, we are back. Okay, good. Okay, hello and welcome to Take 2, Part 2 of Hololive Error, because we had an error. Let's see here. Okay. So anyways, let me get everything situated here. We will start here in just a moment. I gotta get one last thing. 10. Yeah, I am. How's it doing, Calvin? Yeah, my whole day has been going sideways, my friend. My whole day has just been going completely sideways. I tell you what, I woke up late. I missed Ankaro's meat bun taste testing stream, which I was really looking forward to because we had been talking about Japanese delicacies and snacks and taste testing and stuff like that, because we both were talking about wanting to do taste testing streams. And I was up late working on something, and before I forget, I need to try one more thing here. Streamlabs keeps saying I'm dropping frames. And YouTube keeps saying that I am broadcasting in. I'm not broadcasting in 1080, which I am. So I don't know why. Move myself over here. Yeah, I was up part of the night working on Oreo, welcome. I was up part of the night translating Hoshinan's guidelines into English so she could publish them, and I wanted to finish them, and I didn't end up getting them done in time, and I fell asleep while I was doing them. So yeah, I woke up. When I woke up, I ended up being way late. By the time I woke up, everyone had finished streaming already. And I was like, so I ended up having to watch, the VODs and stuff. Which, I mean, it's okay, but you want to watch everyone live, you know? Well, I'm really thinking it's that there's some instability in my internet connection, because I mean, it waves from good to poor to good. I mean, right now it's good. So, we'll keep an eye on it. Okay. Let's continue. And we'll see what Grandma Sora, what trouble Grandma Sora puts us in. So, just the recap here. We've gotten back into the apartment. Grandma Sora, had visited us, and we had looked at the pictures, and then I had gotten a cutscene back here where my cell phone I found my cell phone on the floor, and it started ringing, and Corone voice was on the other side, and she said, "You think I didn't know? You think I didn't see you? I'm not gonna let you escape from me." And then she hung up on me, and then there was a knocking on the door, and then that's what brings us to where we are now. It can be scary. It's more, it's more of atmospheric scary than like like terror scary. If you let the atmosphere get to you, it can be scary. The fact that like the atmosphere will slowly start changing on you, and you don't even realize that the atmosphere is changing on you, is what gets you. Like you'll walk down the same what looks like the same corridor like 10 times, and you're like, oh, it's the same corridor, but there's subtle changes and differences. And then you start hearing like various noises like that. Here, let me turn up the... I'm going to turn up the volume a little bit so you can hear more of the atmospheric sounds. Yeah, and that's what gets you, is that as a lot of times you'll hear those sounds, and sometimes like you walk up to it and there's like nothing there, but then like when you turn around, like suddenly there's something there that kind of like just jumps right out at you. It's like boom, there's something there, and then all of a sudden it's gone type thing. And then other times there's like you walk up and then like something like scares you, Yeah, exactly. There's less. I think there's less jump scare in Japanese games, and like you said, there's more about like um, things that provoke and play with your mind. And Japanese games, and that's why you have a lot of people that tend to Yago? Yago-san! Yago-san! Konnichiwa! Yago! Yago? 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 Are? おかしいな。Yago? Yago yokai? Are? I think our ghost Yago's back. Remember, Yago killed us last time for talking bad about Hololive. So we got. I hear you. Who's knocking? I can't open the door. $1.5%. If that's an interest rate and an APR, I'll take that. If I could transfer my loan or my credit card payments, I'll take that. Ooh la la. I out of curiosity, I wonder how many. I wonder if any of these pictures are based off of any of the real life images or reality of people from Hololive. just out of curiosity. It would be kind of interesting to find out whether or not that either one of them are kind of like, hey, if it's locked, I don't have Yuka. Who's Yuka? Karone, who's Yuka? I'm telling Okayu. Who's Yuka? Baka. Nah. Kuro, welcome. Give her back her Yubi. Yeah, I hope she don't take my Yubi. She ran that way, so I guess I gotta go back that way. Karoni? Karoni? Where are you? I mean, I'm assuming this is... It's probably her knocking here. Why don't you go open this door and see if she's outside? I'm wondering. I'm looking to see if because I know Sora or somebody is going to be dropping notes here sooner or later. Karoni. Karoni. Oh. Ah! Well. Oyasumi nasai, minasan. Okay. I'll keep going. I don't want to go in the dark. I mean, give me a flashlight at least. I think the doors are open. Are the doors open? I mean, the doors aren't even open. Come on, man. I mean, there's nothing worse than walking around in the dark and you don't, in a place you don't. I'm coming. Damn it. Okay. I'm coming. I mean, door's not even open anyways. See, look. You can knock all you want. The door's not gonna open. Okay. Uh-oh. Please let that be Sora. Sora? Is that Sora? Please be Sora. Grandma? Oh, thank you. Flashlight. I love you. You're the best grandma. Remember, guys, Sora is likely our grandma in this. So, at least according to lore, it sounds like Sora is our grandma. So, like, even though Sora is hot, grandma is hot, and that's kind of creepy. So let's not think that way. Okay, we got a flashlight. Karoni. Person that's knocking, you can stop knocking. Yeah. It's kind of a weird thought, isn't it? That grandma is hot. It's like, man, she's hot. Ooh, wait a minute, what am I saying? Karoni? No, it's locked again. We're gonna turn around, and she's gonna be there again, isn't she? She's gonna say, Yubi. No, Yubi. Okay, let us out. Yubi. No. Yubi. No. Okay. Wait. Okayu. That's it. Eh? So Okayu is trying to get out? Wait. What the hell? She wasn't trying to get in, she was trying to get out? What's going on? Why would she be trying to get out? I mean, was she trying to get away from her? Then where did Karoni go? What the hell? Okay. I am completely confused here. What is going on? Okay. I can't go that way, so let's... What happened? Something changed again. Oh, I found no. You can't go that way. 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 Who's this Yuka person? That's what I'm trying to. But this is scrawled writing number 2. I missed a writing somewhere. Eh? Okay, I missed a writing somewhere. It must have been earlier in one of the other cars. Who is... It must have been in one of the other cars. Okay. Well, I mean, this is like, okay, from what I'm gathering. Wait, ooh. Milk. Expired February 18th. Hey, there's actually a QR code on here. Hang on. I am curious. I'm curious. I want to know if this QR code actually goes anywhere. It's not picking up anything. Oh, it does pick up something. It says drink milk. Okay. Okay. That's cute. Okay. And let's see. Someone took a chunk out of that chocolate bar. I guess so. Hey, if Lamy is selling nightly milk in this universe, and you can also get nightly milk as a power up in Hololive, it's completely canon, guys. I mean, it's canon. I mean, nom 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 nom. I mean, if they sold Hololive chocolate, I mean, yeah, maybe. They would need to have their own spin on the chocolate, of course, but I mean, I might buy that. Wait a minute. How did I go from... I went from being in the... to being back in... I don't want to go back to school. Aww. Alright. Guys, we're going back to school. Maybe. Why are you standing against the walls? Mel? Why are you standing against the wall, Mel? Mel? Mio. Gosh, you're tall, Mio. I didn't realize Mio was this tall. Mio? Mio, can you hear me, Mio? She don't have any head. Yo, I'm just gonna go back this way. Damn it. Okay. I come in peace. We are friends? Okay. Okay, who's the camera person? Karani. So what happened to you, Karani? Karani? Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. Yeah. Crony. Crony. Okay, I feel like I'm playing Phasmo here. Ever since she disappeared, I have been searching the school, the station, everywhere in town. But I can't find her anywhere. Nobody even remembers who she is. It's almost like she never existed to begin with. They all say the same thing, that they don't know her. But that's impossible. What about all the time we spent together? All those fun memories? Am I supposed to believe they were all some fantasy? It has to be that girl. It's all because she came to this town. I hope they're not blaming Sora for this. Okay, you. Okay, you. Oh, oh. Oh. This is gonna be a mess to move. I am not moving all these. I am not moving all those tables. I don't care who you are. Ah! Brony! Mate! Garoni! This is just... I mean, the thing that I am worried about. The thing I'm worried about is that I'm thinking maybe this is all being blamed on Okayu, which is, you know, Yago. Leave her alone, Yago. It's gotta be Yago. Yago! I don't know if that's really Yago, but I'm just gonna call him Yago! Yago! Ore! Sora! Sora! Help! Yago! Oh my! Yago! It is Yago! Sorry. Oh, sorry. Can't help it. Woo. That was supposed to be scary, but you know, I just couldn't help it. You know, we're supposed to take the characters and flashlight. Yeah, we're supposed to take the characters, you know, and you know, for the sake of the story, project, you know, what's going on, you know, with the, you know, the Hololive girls versus the story, right? So it's like, well, we might as well just go all the way, and you know, I mean, he doesn't look like any of the Hollow Stars. So who does he look like? He looks like Yago. Oh, okay. Yeah, give us back our Yubi girl. What'd you do to her? Yubi. I can't for the life of me. Crony, please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Yubi, don't take me, you. I don't. I didn't take your Yubis. I swear to. Okayu. Are you okay? Okayu? Are you okay? Please be okay, Okayu. If you want to change something, you need to take action. I know that, but I didn't used to think that way. Okayu. What happened to you? Sora, what happened to you? What happened here? Sora, what happened here? What on earth happened in that train car? I know, she's so cute. She's like a little dog running around constantly. Class picture! Class picture! Oh, look at, they're so cute. Oh, look at them. They're all so cute. Kanata even has her wings. Look, she even has her wings. They're all smiling. That is so adorable. All together. I see my bracelet's still here. I don't know why, but this bracelet kind of brings back memories. I can't remember if my great aunt gave me one of these when I was younger. I don't know, it just kind of brings back memories for some reason. Does that have anything new on it?
祖父が取材していた青神駅についての資料に興味深い内容のものがある。どうやら青神町で多発していた行方不明事件はこの青神駅周辺で起こっていたというのだ。
I think Sora has gone crazy, or at least she like lost it in the
行方不明者の全員の
at
共
the
通点
end.
として青神駅周辺で連絡が途絶えてしまったことが挙げられている。
Okay, that's what we're investigating right
さら
now.
に青神駅では怪奇現象の情報も多くあり、終電をとうに過ぎた深夜の駅で
Doesn't she though? I mean,
聞いたこともない
Subaru.
奇跡を耳にしたという話や、深夜の駅のホームに佇む人影の目撃情報などがあった。このような青神駅に潜む何かが行方不明者と何らかの関係があったのだろうか。この青神駅がもし祖父の行方不明と関係しているのだとしたら、この事件を追って祖父は何かに巻き込まれたのかもしれない。
Subaru seems to like, you know, she always seems to really fall into that that normal girl trope when she is, you know, in a picture like this or in a situation like this. And I don't know why or how she somehow just like falls out of it once she goes back to, you know, being herself. Do you mind? I mean, are you being this pushy now? I mean, I didn't even get a chance to look through the key, the door, the eye hole. Okay, Sora, I mean, you didn't have to be that rude. I mean, have you lost it that much? That, there we go. Sora? Sora? Did my grandmother... Was it my grandmother's fault in the end? Record of grandfather's investigation, cause of supernatural phenomena. Part 1. As part of my investigation, I was able to interview a resident about the rumors surrounding the woods. The story starts 2 generations ago. Even back then, played landslides, misfortunes as a result. Blah 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 blah. Today, rumors peripherate to these woods, with people saying that nights and ghosts see the area. Might human sacrifices might be the root cause of the paranormal. Either way, I decided to pay the woods a visit myself, and we still haven't gone to the woods yet because we are still in the school. So, okay. And that, hey, that clock looks familiar. Yeah, she does. I have no idea why. Well, you know. Not these doors again. You know, I mean, Subaru, in the end, Subaru is a duck, you know, that is, you know, in human, you know, wearing human clothing. So, I mean, that does make sense. Yeah, y'all keep up the good work. Yeah, you're not gonna let me go in, but hey, let me in. Okay, fine. Keep up the good work. Yeah, okay. Yeah, keep up the good work. Yep. Okay, don't throw anything at me, but keep up the good work. Clearly, you guys enjoy levitating stuff, so keep up the good work. I'm just gonna keep walking this way. No, we're not going in that room. Yeah, you can close the door. I'll take the note, but we're... Ah! You didn't have to be rude. I haven't been feeling well since I started the investigation in the woods. 4 days on end. I've been racked with constant headaches. I can't think of any explanation in the woods. Are there spirits of the buried that are taking vengeance on the living? Come to think of it, there's an old shrine and Algami. You also find some clues there. It's worth looking into. Okay, and I have a feeling we're recapping everything. Yeah, because we've seen this. And there's Grandma with all the cute girls there. You know, from this picture, you know, you wouldn't think that Noelle was a Shotokan and Miko was a foul-mouthed GTA 5 player, or that Botan was a gun fanatic, or anything like that. You'd think they were just regular, normal high school girls. Okay, moving on. Why do I have a feeling we're coming to a climax here, though? Sora, you gotta stop her! Sora! What's going on? And we're back in... Oh, we're back in here. Okay. Yeah, she does. She always has that kind of standout, I'm in charge, I'm kind of president, type of attitude. You know, she never seems like she always seems like she's the type that doesn't mind being assertive, even if it's a little bit rude, you know, or a little bit, you know, stepping on people's toes, because she, you know, she knows that something needs to be done, or it has to get done correctly, or, you know, things may be going off the rails. Crony. Okayu? Daijouba? I just want to stand here for a second and marvel at the fact that in this version of 3D, they do look really, they look really cute in this version of 3D. I mean, the Unity asset build in this kind of 3D is drastically different than the Unity 3D model build that is wireframed and placed in 3D model for them to use as virtual avatars. They look so different. And of course they disappeared. I don't know if they just made them a little bit more I don't want to say anime-ish, but they just radiate a little bit more. There's hands on the outside of those doors now. You guys gonna have to wait for us to come to a complete stop, okay? Yeah, we can't open the doors when okay, we're gonna keep going. You guys, will you stop changing things? What? Okay. I didn't miss anything, did I? And you put fingerprints all over the windows. I suppose, but I mean, okay. Why does it feel like it's getting darker? Crony! I think it's interesting how she's wearing sports spats underneath her skirt. Did you notice that? She's wearing spats. Like, you know, like she's a typical, like, you know, active sports girl. Compared to, you know, a lot of the other girls who, you know, are just more, you know, girlish, I guess, or, you know, not the typical active girl. Whoa! You didn't have to stop that suddenly. Well, I don't forgive this either for you dragging me into this. And why did you put me back in school? I want to go home. In my bed. where I'm comfortable and I can play my Switch and watch anime girls. Please? No? Okay. Because you keep dragging me here. Well, then send me home. Grandma, please send me home. I want to go home. Because you keep sending me here. Yeah, she knows boxing, and she I know she's tried taekwondo before. I mean, the girl has like done so. I feel like my head's gonna burst. Is that a shrine? That over? It must be. It all makes sense now. It's I know. So this is the fate that who arrives. The truth. I must contend the get the ease. But I'm gonna be stuck in this school forever. Okay. So, Sora, are you gonna scold me for going at that door again? Cause I'm gonna go for the door again. Are you gonna scold me? I'm going for it. I am going for it. I am gonna go for it. Well, hey, I had no control over that part. I didn't do it. Yago! Yamado! Yago! Obasa! Yago! Obasa. Kokora. Nani yo?
巻き込んでしまってごめんなさい。ここはあなたのいるべき場所ではないの。今のあなたならこの意味がわかるはず。私はあなたが考えているような人じゃない。私はただ私が作り上げてしまったエラーを終わらせたいだけなの。
Sorta.
この先の扉を抜ければここから出ることができる。もしここから出られたらもう一つの物語。そして本当の私のことを知ってほしい。誰に聞けばいいかあなたならわかるはず。
でも、あなた、おばあさん。
大丈夫ですか？
心。
オカルト雑誌の記者の方なんですね。確かに青神町では昔からいろんなあんまり良くない出来事が続いていた時期もあったって聞いたことがあります。それこそ悲しい事故や災害も多かったらしくって。そうだ、取材のお役に立つかわからないんですが、実はこの青神高校にも怖い話があったりするんですよ。お話ししましょうか。
You, so have yeah have did we just close the loop and I have become my own grandfather? Wow. That is pretty. That is pretty. That's pretty interesting. I'm not. I know. Let's see. I missed one. I did miss one note. It appears out of all the text ones. And it looks like I did miss out of chapter 5. I missed a voice because I skipped through catching up to where I was supposed to be. And that, of course, I missed those, but then I also missed the chapter 8. Those are really detailed pictures. Mikochi! I just love how Botan always looks kind of like, I know, I'm like my own grandfather in the loop. That's kind of like, almost kind of like creepy, but it's kind of like, well, I get to hook up with Sora, so that's not too bad, but it's also kind of like, I don't know how I feel about being my own grandpa. You know? I just love how Botan just radiates that tsundere attitude with you know, in a lot of her images. Yeah. It always seems like she radiates that image. And that's how I always pictured her too, was that she always had a soft side, but she always buried it in this like really tough girl type look. And she always looks so sophisticated and, you know, like, you know, high class almost. Yeah, that's about it, right? It's like, yeah, you know, I'm not gonna, you know, I'll be like, you know, they'll be like, wait a minute, there's something ain't right about that guy over there. Yeah, I'm like, that's because I'm my own grandpa. Yeah, they're Dancho. I've always had like a real soft spot for Noelle. I don't know how I can explain it. I think it's because like I know she's like clumsy, but she always tries to like act like she's very like she has it together, you know, and that she always tries to be like she's I don't know, responsible, or she tries to be organized or something like that. You know, and for the most part she is, but I mean there just seems like a lot of times where she just feels like she's really scatterbrained as well. Picora. I don't know, there's something about Picora that just kind of like I don't know, class clown maybe, I don't know. I just can't. Well, you know, Fubuki. I mean, this picture of Fubuki probably epitomizes what she is really like in real life. You know, that she is more of like a shy and conservative type of, you know, person. You know, but I mean, her obviously her like Hololive personality is outwardly, you know, boisterous and expressive. But I just can't picture Fubuki being that way, even though this is probably more of how, you know, reflects who she is. Matsuri, of course. You know, I mean, we all know about her. She's pretty open. Aki. Oh, Aki. Lami. I'm like really I'm really happy with how Lami has seemed to really turn things around in the last year and a half. Yeah, I would say so. Ugh. It's been so long since I've watched yeah, I don't remember a lot of their debuts anymore. You know, it she is definitely oof. um sh- yeah, she's definitely on another level. Let's just put it that way. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've tried watching her, and it's like, yeah, she's okay to watch, and she's cute to watch, you know, and obviously all that. Yeah, I mean, she gives off that, you know, obviously she's able to, you know, give off that cute high school girl vibe type of personality, but I couldn't get into watching her. Um, it's got to be a preference, you know. I mean, even Lami to a certain extent, she, you know, I can watch her. I can watch her more than Matsuri. But even with Lami, like Lami has a specific audience that's preference to her, and I guess that's true about everybody as well. But I mean, for Lami, I mean, she has an audience that prefers the more mature One-sama type of a person, you know. I think so too, you know, and that's, I mean, for Mori, it's actually kind of a shame, you know, because um I think there's a part of Mori that really enjoyed being treated as a woman, as a girl, as a woman, as a, you know, being treated more, you know, feminine, you know, that kind of thing. But it's also outside her comfort zone, so she doesn't know how to react to it, you know. I mean, even when she does a lot of the more chill streams, and she's more relaxed and she's more into, you know, just kind of, you know, chilling and stuff like that. I mean, if you get her into the mood, and you start, and people, like, you know, start talking to her, and they talk her down, you know, from the front that she puts in, and that's what it is. I you know, she puts up a very strong defensive front, which is part of her. Don't get me wrong, it's part of her. However, it's a defensive front that she wears as a badge of honor, because there's a delicate woman inside. But you know, when she lets that part out, just starts seeping out a little bit, she really enjoys it. But when she starts realizing, hey, you know, that it's I'm letting a little bit too much of that part of me out, and she, you know, she starts getting scared, or she realizes, hey, I need to pull this back, or, you know, if I let too much of this out, I might lose control of the situation, which is fine for being who she is as a streamer and as an entertainer. That is fine, because, you know, you as an entertainer, and this is something I'll talk about, you know, on a future stream. You know, you want to have control of the situation. You know, pulling that back is what you know. So you have control of the situation is what you want. You know, but that being said, you know, there are people that you know, recognize, hey, there is that part of her that really enjoys being there. She wouldn't have gone and gotten the entire 2D red dress, with you know, the red dress with the wine glass, you know, hair dressed down, you know, very beautiful type of, you know, standing on stage, retro, almost retro looking, like, you know, I'm singing from a you know, the old classy type of bar type of look. She wouldn't have gone that route with one of her models and one of her costumes, had she not wanted to feel feminine at some point. You know what I'm saying? I really believe that, you know, that despite the fact that, yeah, she, you know, she went from Reaper rapper to, you know, wearing street thug, rhyme throwing type of clothes, to suddenly, wearing a very, elegant, beautiful dress with with her hair, done up, with makeup, with rings, with nails done, all that stuff. Yeah, that just kind of reflects the fact that there's a part of her that really wants to feel and be complimented for being beautiful, you know, and that I think in some aspects, every woman wants to feel that way at some point. I mean, they want to be, they want to feel that, hey, I'm beautiful, I'm attractive, people find me attractive in one way or the other, I think, yeah, Guru is probably, the only one. And I think to a certain, like, even like you guys said, Guru at the beginning, even she held back as much as she could, and now she's, especially after Coco left, I mean, it was kind of like someone needed to fill the void of being completely trollish, and. I mean, I'm sorry to say that Ame, unless you are, unless you're dialed into Hololive EN, unless you're completely dialed into Hololive EN, you hear almost nothing about Ame at all. And I mean, when I used to be dialed into Hololive EN, Ame used to be known as the saltiest one, and now, if you want to, if you want it, me being dialed in more with the JP audience and the JP crowd, and occasionally with EN, you hear more about Mori, you hear more about Kiara, and then of course recently with the recent controversy, you hear more about Kuroni, and that's largely it. From the as far as you get the JP cutoff. And it's what I'm what I'm going to present later on. Hold on, first I want to see. Okay, so this was okay. So apparently, this was originally. This is the girl from way back when, originally that had the problem with the art. Okay, and that was her transformation. I find it interesting because if you compare a lot of this stuff to like the 1.2, a lot of this stuff is higher visual quality. It's like they went back and they gave it a fresh coat. Yago! Oh, sorry. This must be Grandpa. Okay. Do I think this game was worth $10? For the 2 episodes, if you go through and you stream, or you take your time with the entire thing and you have fun with it like what we did, I think it's worth $10. But if you were a casual person and you spent $10 on it, I don't know. But I want to show you guys something, and this is going to be kind of a sneak peek at what we are going to talk about in the future. And this is going to be on a future stream, but I'm gonna show you something. This does not have last month's data on it. So there is one. So September's data is not on this. Okay. But I want to show you something here. Oreo, welcome back. We have just concluded Hololive Air. We made it out of the loop. Sora sent us back to the past, and we met Sora from the past before the landslides and earthquakes and stuff like that. And we hit the best ending where I evidently became my own grandfather. So let me show you this, because you guys, and again, this is gonna be kind of a sneak peek at what we're gonna cover later on. As soon as I find it. Yeah, we went through and we looked at some of the photos and everything like that, and you know, it looked like I had collected practically everything in it looked like I had collected almost all of the stuff and during my playthrough. So where are live streaming? Okay. Oh, there it is. So this is a spreadsheet comparing Niji Sanji to Hololive. Okay, now what the spreadsheet represents is the top 25. What I did month per month is I went through and I essentially took the top 25 VTubers per month, and each month I took those top 25 VTubers and I looked at their stats for net gains. Okay, how many statistical net gains of subscribers to their channel had they gained? Okay, and when I took those 25, those top 25, separated them from Hololive to Niji, and then totaled them up month per month. Okay. Now, I did that month per month, and as I went through each month, there was a total. The total is there's only a plus minus of Niji versus Hololive of -2. Okay, now the plus minus what that means is that there are 2 more in Niji. However, because of when people started and the fact that there are 2 more in Niji, I excluded specific stats, for entire months for random people. And I also there are people within this within this time frame that started like this person started in June, this person started in July, that kind of thing. So that we made accommodations for that. Veta started later in June and July. Same with different people from Indonesia. Obviously, Russia exited in February, so we had to make accommodations for that, so on and so forth. Okay. Now, of course, we're gonna go over this a lot more later, but this is just an example, though. Okay, I want you guys to understand this. The game is finished. At least for tonight. I'm sorry. I'm not sure if they're going to continue or not. We were. I think it's finished story wise. I think there was only going to be 2 chapters to it, but I to be honest, I don't know. I thought I kind of thought they were going to do a multiple chapter type thing and keep it going, but I don't know. It'd be nice. It'd be kind of nice. I mean, it feels like there's a lot of loose ends on it. I mean, we still don't know what the demonic girl actually was, or like if the demonic demon took over Grandpa, or if that was Grandpa, or if Grandpa is actually me, or there's a lot of questions that need to be answered, Yeah, if you look at the stats, guys, I mean, Niji and Hololive started off relatively solid even in January, right? But as you look at the year, as the year has gone on, Niji, despite the fact that Hololive has, gross more viewers, and fans by number, there is a substantial gap that has been growing between in net growth month per month. And this is where I'm starting to talk where I am talking about where this is why I'm saying Hololive is nervous. Hololive is extremely nervous because if the fact of the matter is that Niji is literally taking a huge chunk out of their net growth, and it hasn't stopped. It has only gotten bigger. And even with the controversies that Niji has had over this past year with a couple of their bigger stars, I mean, they had a controversy. I think it was in April where one of their male stars had to go on hiatus. But even after that, I mean, they've taken off and they've even continued. I mean, they widened that growth margin during the summer. I mean, just look at the trend gap here. I mean, that trend gap is huge. That's almost a 500,000 person growth trend gap just during the summer, and it continues, and there's a dip here, and it's gotten tighter, but if you notice with the trend between the two of them, that they both have gone down here. So that, I mean, even within the community, there has been a noticeable drop, but there's also been a drop because of you got recession issues that are going on. You got turnover. You've got economic issues that are going on as well. So yeah, there's going to be a drop here as well. And the thing of it is, see, all of this info comes from all this info is sourced from the same sources that that a lot of other people use, where it's all analytical. It's all pulled in and sourced straight from YouTube itself. All the info here is sourced, from likes to views to how they do subscription numbers. I believe it's more of a kind of like a guesstimation, and because they use more rounded numbers instead of actual numbers. It looks like they're more rounded off to like 1,000 or 500, that kind of thing, or more like to the 100 number instead, or 1,000. But I mean, even Luca here, I mean, Luca has been hitting 1,000 plus, plus 1,000, every stream that he's been doing. I mean, I mean, that kind of growth is like, he is getting 100, he's getting 1,000 new subscribers a day every time he streams. I mean, when you get that kind of growth a day, I mean, and he's streaming 5 times a week on average. I mean, that's 50,000 a week. I mean, that is not bad. I mean, he's hitting, he's averaging 100,000, plus on most of his videos here. I mean, that's pretty significant. And we'll go through more of this info later on. But, it's kind of just a sneak preview of what I've been working on for the last, month and a half. That there's a lot of things that are making Hololive extremely nervous. And the more you dig into this, the more that you start realizing, hey, there's a real possibility that what people are starting to see is the reason why in a lot of sense we're going to start seeing Hololive start shoving even more stuff in our face that is going to be even more commercial. And and that kind of worries me, because I can remember the days where or Mori, Gura, Karoni, and even Ina were like, don't worry about opening your wallets. I'm just glad you're here. Don't worry, if all you can do is subscribe to me and show up, that's all I care about, type thing. And now it's like, the birthday thing is just done. Okay, now I want you to buy this. I want you to buy my anniversary thing. Okay, the anniversary thing is done. Now I want you to buy, it's our summer festival thing. I want you to buy our summer festival thing. Okay, now our summer festival thing is done. Now I just released my new, I just got my new costume. I want you to buy my new costume package. Okay, my costume package is done. Now I want you to buy my anniversary package. My anniversary package is done. Now I want you to buy my autumn, my autumn celebration package. I mean, it just kind of goes on and on and on and on. Yo, I just released my new original song. I want you to buy my new, $100 package for my new original song. I mean, constantly just like, okay, throwing more stuff out. I want buy. I want you to buy more, buy more, buy more, buy more, buy more, buy more. It didn't used to be about that. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Guys, let me tell you this. Let me explain something. Let me explain something. Here is I'm just gonna say it right now. I'll say it right now. Okay? Look. Here's exactly the point. This is Russia's channel numbers. Okay? This is Russia's channel numbers for 2020. Okay, Russia's channel numbers for 2020 growth per month. Russia's channel numbers growth per month for 2020 into 2021. Okay, this is from January through December of 2020, and this was the first 2 months, January and February of 2021. Okay, this is the total number. She had a growth 14 months. She grew her channel in 14 months. 786,000 new subscribers to her channel in 14 months. Okay? Now, we go back to our chart. What is the spread here? Look at the spread. You can bet dollars to yen that were she still employed with Hololive, the spread would be a lot closer. Per month. Listen. And I know I'm beating a dead horse here, but her average per month per growth currently, what her average per month without releasing she released one, maybe 2 original songs. I don't even think she did. I think she didn't do more than 2 original songs. She released, I think, like maybe 1 or 2 original songs and maybe like 1 or 2 covers the entire time she was with Hololive, something like that. I think it was like only 3 or 4 songs. She grew her channel that much. Her channel, she was able to grow a fan base this quickly, that much. Her channel was outgrowing Calliope Mori, who is currently signed with a major record deal. Let that sink in, guys. And they let her go. She should have and could have been signed on with Calliope Mori right now. Like she could have been signed on with a record label and releasing songs, and her numbers would have been even bigger. But nope, she's with Bizojo now. And if you compare her numbers with Coco's, okay? If you compare her numbers with Coco's, her numbers are exactly the same as Coco's. If Coco and Russia were still signed on with Hololive right now, they would be ahead of the curve as far as growth per month and subscriber base. Okay? But right now, exactly. That is why per month, right now, Hololive is behind the curve this year in growth. They may still have a bigger fan base, but they are below the curve as far as growth. And if you start digging in, if you really start digging in, and it's gonna make me sign out here. Hang on, log out. Oops. Now, if you start looking at like some of the older, if you start looking at some of the older like Crony subscriber, yeah. I mean, look, this is Crony subscriber base is downtrending. She's losing subscribers. And this they cover I mean this is from 2021. So this is about, you know, they cover, this is over the last year. And she hit 1.8 but she's slowly downtrending. Yeah. Now you got to remember that when they say downtrending here, this means that it doesn't necessarily mean that people are unsubscribing to her. It means that the amount of people that are subscribing to her channel are slowing down compared to what they were. Okay, so it doesn't mean that people are like hating her and unsubscribing to her. It just means that her channel growth is slowing down. Okay, so that's why she can have a downward curve and it still say that she has 1.8 million in subscribers. Okay, if we go back and we'll HoloX, they typically have an upward trend because they're newer, which is which is a normal thing. Kanata has been more erratic, but she has also not been around as much. She did take that break of hers, but even if you notice with hers, she has that same dip here as a lot of the other Hololive members, right in the middle of summer. And I think a lot of them either had to take a leave or they were filming something or they were working on a project or something like that. And so as a result, they took a big hit here during the summertime. And that reflects on the data as well. Yeah, and just remember that it doesn't necessarily mean that they are, that the streamer themselves are in trouble. And we'll talk a little bit about this now, but we'll talk a lot more about it later. But just remember that even though it says that it's a downward trend, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're losing fans. It means that the amount of fans that are coming in or that they're pulling in is slowing down. And that can spell trouble, especially when you as a streamer, you do need to have people that are coming in. If people are leaving, if people stop following you, stop watching you for whatever reason, or they can't watch anymore, they move on, they stop watching VTubers, that kind of thing. Ollie's been doing well. She's continuing to grow. She's on an upward trend over the past year. That's good to see, especially for Hololive Indonesia, or Indonesia ladies and men. It's good to see that they have an upward trend on them, because their growth has been a lot slower than I'm assuming Hololive has been wanting that to happen. I have been really pissed about how they treated her. I'm sorry, guys, but I have been so pissed, because it feels like she's been an afterthought, and she's been one of their workhorses. I mean, she's been one of the last ones that they gave a 3D model to, guys. And I mean, they gave 3D models to people that have been there like less than a year, and she's been working her ass off, and she finally got hers. I mean, come on, man. I'm like, seriously? And she finally got her up to date 3D model, her the one that she like premiered this recently and stuff like that. I'm like, come on. I mean, it's like, ugh. I mean, there's a lot of things that she don't stand out on, as far as like having a huge fan base, but they utilize her in so many different things that and she does a lot of she's done a lot of stuff for Hololive. I don't know why they I mean, they just didn't treat her like a priority. It just makes me mad that they kind of shelved her. They haven't given her a push, But it is what it is. But Renee's bit continued to be on an upward rise. Again during the summer there, and I don't get this either. I don't know why they took some of their biggest talent and they decided, hey, let's cut them off from the fan base here for a while, because they all have this little dip here of growth, which really hurt them. I mean, they went whoop, and then like, let's cut them off here, But I mean, worldwide, she's been doing good. But see, Anya, I think Anya has been growing slowly. Yeah, she's been growing slowly. Rushia, of course, she's been on a downtrend because she's not even there anymore. Bay's on an upward trend, which has been good. But Picora has been, and this has been shocking, guys. Picora is has been erratic in Japan, as far as growth has gone, and worldwide she's actually been on a downward trend. And then you get that you get this that little whatever I'm trying to think back. I'm thinking maybe it was that project when they did like their summer project thing, maybe. I'm not sure, but I mean, she really suffered as far as growth goes from the latter part of July into August here. Yeah. But even worldwide, I mean, she was climbing here earlier this year and into the beginning of 2020, and then she slowly started plateauing off, and then she slowly started coming, trending downward. In Japan, I mean, she spiked up here in 2022. She had, I think she took a little bit of a break or something here. I know that she probably bottomed out here when it came to like the whole Rushia thing, and she, because I know she took it really hard, and then she came back, and then she kind of plateaued. But then again, you had that summer thing that came up. But the one thing I do want to remind everybody when looking at these stats here also is that when you look at these stats, it does seem like with Hololive in particular, that while their growth has significantly shrunk, that the remaining core fan base does seem to be relatively solid as far as being able to keep them to or at least keep the current fan base in a place where they continue to return, and we have we've seen that with the viewer numbers here. Actually, we can go over here, and if we look at the viewer numbers within the videos here, the viewer numbers for Picora have been really extremely solid here, just off the past 30 days. I mean, she, aside for I think this one video that she privatized or deleted, there's only one video here that didn't get more than 100,000 views, which is really solid. In fact, I think I mean, just scanning them over, just giving them an eye glance, I mean, most of them scored over 137,000, and even then, I mean, the next one is probably like 183, 137, 189, and then you get 300,000. I mean, those are solid numbers. As so long as people are watching her videos for an average of 5, 10, 15 minutes, which are typically the case as far as her videos go. Most of her videos go for quite a while, and when she streams, she typically holds an audience for, on average, probably 15, 20, 30 minutes, if not longer, especially with a Japanese audience. I mean, she is getting a good solid foundation and return on what her live streaming is. So I mean, it's not a bad return on her streaming. But the concern of it is that once you start hitting a downward trend like this, the concern starts happening is when you can have 2 million subscribers to your channel, but if those subscribers aren't showing up day to day for your streams, it doesn't matter. I mean, that you see that a lot with people that hit 1,000 viewers and are monetized. If less than 1% of your subscribers show up for your streams, hitting 1,000 doesn't really mean too much. You know what I'm saying? So it's worth noting that a subscriber number doesn't mean as much as whether or not you continue to get that growth and you continue to be able to bring in those subscribers and have them stay, and have those subscribers lead to views, and those views lead to people that are returning viewers, and you hold on to that viewership. So, and that's kind of the unfortunate thing about looking at analytics, is that we don't, especially from the outside, you don't know exactly how long a viewer is watching your stream. You don't have access to the average time per viewer, that per stream, that kind of thing. So we don't know what the viewer retention rate is. If the viewer retention rate was higher than, like if she streamed for 2 hours and the viewer retention rate was 15 minutes per viewer, I mean, that would be decent, especially if it came to ad revenue or if she streamed for 2 hours and and she had 100,000 people watch her, and out of those 100,000 people, 20,000 were members. You would be able to figure out, okay, how much money per per membership were we able to make off of that, or they if people threw out memberships, or super chat money, that kind of thing. And this is also another often overlooked thing as well, is the super chat money, and we'll be going into that as well in a different stream. We'll be looking at super chat revenue, and we'll be actually looking at seeing comparing who's making more money off of super chat, whether it be Niji or Hololive, and we'll be doing a comparison chart just like this, which I think you guys as viewers will also find extremely enlightening and interesting, because we'll find out who exactly is pulling in the big bucks, because you guys I'll for one last thing, let me show you something that I was blown away with. So for the month of January 2022, the top five growth of VTubers, all happened to be people that were debuting, okay? But they were all from Niji, okay? all Niji, all Niji EN. And Gura was number 10. Okay, she pulled in 60,000 that month. So I mean, that is what it is. But and then LaPlus pulled in 55,000 that month. But I mean, top five were all Niji. All right. Now they blew. Yeah, okay. You can excuse them a little bit for taking the top spots, because they all were debuting, right? But then you get to February. Again, all top five. Top five. Well, wait. You got top five. All Niji again. Top five. Okay, and sneaking in at number 7 was Niji EN official. Their official webpage, or their official channel, snuck in at number 7 in February. Okay, so Russia actually snuck in at number 10 in February, despite the controversy at the end during the month. She actually snuck in at number 10. Not a single Hololive member snuck in the top 10 the entire month. Gura was trailing Russia. Well, she tied Russia with 50,000, and she tied her. Okay, she tied. But not another Hololive till 50,000 from Suse. Okay. So I think Marine was still on hiatus with her throat, but I'm not entirely sure. But March again, Gura had jumped up to number 7, which is good. But top 5, Niji EN. Top 5, top 6, Niji EN. 7 out of 8. 9 out of 8. Out of the top 10, 8 out of 10 were all Niji EN. Gura was the only one out of the top 10 that was Hololive for the month of March. Okay, let that sink in. And then you had somebody that is a clipper for Gura. That snuck in at number 10. If he wasn't there, you would have had 9 out of 10 that were all Niji En. And let's break this down here for a second, people. Okay, you notice the trend here. You really notice the trend that Niji has done that Hololive hasn't. Well, what's the entire trend that we are seeing here that Niji seems to be hooking onto that Hololive isn't? They're all English. There's a lot of males on here, and they all seem to like have really hooked into their audiences, and they're growing exponentially. I mean, it doesn't. What are they doing that Hololive EN is not doing? Can you that's something that I'll leave you guys with, because that's the missing piece, and that's exactly why they're failing. Exactly. And like Yoda says, that is why you fail. Okay. We can go on, but then that's gonna cut into my next stream, the main stream that I've been working on. But there is just a lot, guys, that we will talk about in more detail. But I do want to hit one more thing here before I go. Well, actually, there's two more things I want to hit before I go. Okay, number one, this is just like us, and I've actually talked about it for an hour now. But this is a lot of just kind of commentary and just kind of personal opinion on a lot of things as well. But we will be talking about this more in depth. We will cover a lot more of this in depth in a future stream. We'll go over a lot more of the numbers. We'll actually look at, analyze more of the numbers and compare what is happening with the numbers. That stream is going to be separate from the super chat stream. We will talk about the number and revenue that has been coming in from the super chat stream. We'll compare Niji versus Hololive to show a rough gross estimate of how much money has been coming in over this past year per company, because a lot of people call it throwing loose or spare change. That's how they that's how they try to project it in Japan, versus what we call super chat money here, where I wouldn't call a akaspa throwing loose change at somebody. Throwing $100, especially in today's economy, is actually compared when you can translate it to the yen, is actually quite a bit of money. So I wouldn't, even though the dollar doesn't have much value in the United States anymore, but regardless, I would still say that throwing $100 at somebody is still by no means throwing spare change at somebody, or loose change, or however you want to phrase it. So we will talk about that as well in a different stream. Also, I do want to plug, and this is a cheap. This is not a cheap plug. I'm sorry. I apologize for saying cheap. This is not a cheap plug. This is, but this is a plug. My sweet, adorable, and cute, emoto friend and very kind VTuber Hoshion is has come back from hiatus. My good friends here, I want to stress this. Look, Hoshion, her full name Hoshio Kanan, has just returned from hiatus. She was attacked by somebody who stalked her and harassed her online. They online bullied her for the way that she was running her channel as a VTuber. She was heavily criticized. She was attacked on stream. She was attacked through Twitter, attacked through her social media pages. She made her return on Friday. Was it Friday? Friday, Saturday. And she was extremely happy to be back. She was, everyone welcomed her back. It was a very heartwarming and heartfelt return for her. She has a full week schedule this coming week. She's going to be playing the horror game that you've seen a lot of Hololive ladies play, that bathhouse game. Monday and Tuesday. She will be playing it. I believe she's starting 6 a.m. Central Time, American, 8 p.m. Japan Standard Time. If you have the opportunity to, if you can, I know she would be very much appreciated if you could stop in. I know she would appreciate it. You don't have to if you subscribe, I know she would like it to her channel. You don't have to join her membership or anything like that. But if you do subscribe to her channel, she would like it. She likes, she plays a lot of fun games. She plays, she loves playing Monster Hunter. She loves playing, we've been playing Splatoon together. She likes playing a lot of other games. She's going to be doing Horror Month just like I am. But that's my plug for her. I just wanted to kind of throw that out there for anybody. Yeah, I'm glad she's back too. And I'm glad she didn't quit. That she was really upset about the entire thing, and she was actually kind of scared at one point about coming back because she was being harassed so much that she didn't want to. She was afraid that every time she opened up her she was afraid to even log on to her Switch because she was she didn't know if random people were started sending her invites, friend invites, if they were from him or if they were from other people that happened to see her stream, or what was going on. So this week I will be doing it's going to be a short stream. I might not do a lot of interaction with chat, but I'm what I'm going to do is I'm going to review. She has some channel guidelines that I am going to convert over to English. And I just want to do a quick stream to go over the channel guidelines in English and talk about them in English, so she can have a link that she can put in her her channel description, or she can put up she can share out in Twitter or something like that, just so she can have that, and then also have it in text form, so she can have it posted for her English viewers, because there are a couple of us out there, and then anyone else that comes in, so she doesn't get harassed by any English viewers who decide to be perverted or anything like that. And she doesn't usually have a lot of English perverted people come in, but we do want to cover those bases, because we don't want it to happen again to her. As a lot of you guys know, it affected me really, really hard this past week. She's a good friend. We talk a lot. We kid around. It's she says that it's really nice to have me there, because I make her laugh, and I always she always finds it interesting that she'll talk about something, or she'll do something, and I'll mention something from an American aspect that she didn't know before, and I'll teach her something new, and she finds it very interesting, which made me feel really good, because and a couple of the other guys in the chat, they interact with me as well, and they kind of feed off of what I say, so it's kind of they find it very interesting as well, that when I comment on something. She's introduced me to a couple of very nice other VTubers as well, which I'm very grateful for. So it's really I want to do nice things in return to her, so I'm also working on a video for her as well this week, so again, it's gonna be kind of one of those, it's gonna play out a little bit like older brother waking up younger sister type of video. So, and I'm gonna try to make it a little funny, so hopefully it comes out as funny as I can make it. So I'm gonna try to subtitle it in English, in Japanese. I'm gonna try to subtitle it. I don't know how good the Japanese subtitling is gonna come out. Hopefully it doesn't come out too bad. We'll see. Hopefully, I mean, she told me my Japanese is getting better. I said, you don't have to lie to me. And she goes, no, really, it's getting there. And I'm like, okay. So we'll see. So I hope she's not being nice to me. Well, we'll see. But yeah, hopefully she finds it funny. Because I have it all dreamed up in my head. I have the sound effects downloaded. I gotta find one or two more backgrounds, and then I'll be good. And then I can put it all together. So we'll see. But anyways, guys, if you can, please stop by tomorrow morning. I plan to also be there for her stream. I look forward to waking up tomorrow morning and bugging my dear Moto. And if you guys can be there, I appreciate it. If you guys can't be there, I totally understand. But I also thank you guys for being here today. And again, we will cover everything that we've just talked about in more detail in a future stream, and please look out for that. I will make an announcement when that stream comes along, and hopefully you guys will find it entertaining and informative, and finally start understanding exactly why I have been saying that I am very interested about where Hololive is going to go for 2023, especially with the way the economy is heading. So, if there's time, I will also be streaming something else later on this week. So, it may be Gorilla. It may be announced earlier that morning for me. But again, just kind of keep an eye out on Twitter and on here on YouTube, and I'll make the announcement then. So just kind of keep your eyes out, okay? So until then, guys, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. I love the fact that you guys come back and watch me and listen to me and put up with some of my rambling. But yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys again soon. Until then, have a great morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you may be. Until then, this is Marko Yamashita signing off. Peace. Have a great time, great day. Well, take care of yourself. We'll see you soon.